Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. It's Uncensored match build-up show time. Lewis is sitting in for Chris Pajak. Do not give this video a thumbs down.
Straight in.
Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up for if you miss Chris, give the video a thumbs up right now. We're playing Hull. We've just had a draw with Chelsea. Let's have a quick look then before we get stuck in. Chris is in here, so he's left us with this new feature that he's had that he's not even here to fucking do it. Opposition focus of Hull. They are 20th. They've got 32 points on a minus 27 goal difference. Woot. Form 1-1, draw 1, loss 4. Top goal scorer was Snodgrass, and top assist maker was Snodgrass with 7 and 3. But obviously signed for West Ham now. So top goal scorers are Hernandez/Dawson on 3, and assists is Davies/Maguire on 2. Wow. So Lewis, listen, you know, we've just done the final word for the Chelsea game. I think we're all feeling loads more positive. Liverpool feel like they're back on track. You know, we've been lifted up. We're back on the tracks. Now it's time.
We're all set up to get popped again, maybe.
What?
We went into the Swansea game with, Swansea have conceded the most, Liverpool have scored the most, and I'm just thinking, this better not be another fucking banana peel where we slip up and we go in with so much optimism. Let's just go there, do a job, get a couple of goals, get Coutinho firing, get Mane firing. Because we fucking dominated. The whole, it was probably the best performance we've put in this season when we were just banging goals in against them. So let's just do it again. The pressure's off. Yeah. Because we've had our bloody 3 home game defeats.
We say pressure's off. I would say probably, John, that this is, again, no point getting ourselves back on track if we then don't go and carry this on into Hull and take the 3 points. That's the state of where we are, because we were talking about how we've kind of, you know, anyone who might have been walking towards the fence, we've been clawed back by a positive performance against Chelsea. There'll be no excuses. No excuses in the world will be good enough if we don't go and put in another great show. I'm not saying we have to go and smash them 5-0. We need to go and get back to the habit of putting some fucking wins on the board.
Yeah, you know, winning's a habit, and like once you get into it and you get rolling with it, you've seen like how often this team will go on a run and just keep winning games, and that's what we need to do and to get back where we need to be. And I think to veer off slightly, just I think the way the results have gone in the last, over the last 24 hours with a lot of other teams, we could actually start putting a bit of a gap between us and 3rd and 4th, and we've kind of let United and City claw their way back into it. So we need to start putting distance between us again, and Hull are probably the perfect team to play at the minute. You know, we've got a new manager, they've just sold one of the best players, they've got all these players in who are going to be finding the feet still for the club. Maybe they're going to change how they play and how often they play 3 at the back. That might change to a 4. So while they've got all these questions, just go and just do a job. You know, it doesn't need to be, like you say, a 5-0, just be clinical, 1-2-0 game. Like.
No, exactly that. I think, Jay, everything everyone said, I guess, so far, is that we need to find a way to rediscover what that X factor that we had early on in the season, and the fact that we've got players back available to us now. And again, we're recording this a little early, so we don't know that 1 or 2 players will probably be touch and go. We don't know whether we're going to be capable of putting a full strength team out, but we should have enough there, and the positive is should have returned enough that hopefully the guys who got on the pitch should feel capable of getting a result, if nothing else.
Yeah, you would think so. But I'd be wary of saying it's the perfect time to play Hull, though, because it was the perfect time to play Swansea, and they had a new manager in and all that.
Yeah.
But having,
in some regard, though, we've discussed this. I'm glad we played Chelsea before Hull rather than the other way round, because I do feel that it would have, even if we'd beaten Hull or whatever in place of the Chelsea game, I still think there would have been too many lingering doubts. So again, I think we've created a surge.
It's a little bit of a platform now,
exactly.
to jump off of, right?
No, to build up from, not to jump off.
Jump up onto another platform then.
Yeah, it's actually in some regards, being away from home is probably not a bad thing either, because for whatever issues there might have been at Anfield and stuff, and I think we are the Anfield crowd's kind of, it needs a little bit of re-winning over to some extent.
There's been growing discontent, hasn't there, for a while, and I think to just get the players
too many miserable arses in the crowd. You don't get that at away.
Yeah, because the away games are fucking boss, and you just go and there's 8,000. That's why when people go, the away support without singing us, because there's fucking 8,000 of them, they're all smashed, they're all drunk, they're all coming to like play Liverpool. Of course they're going to be singing their heart out, and the away fans will get behind Liverpool, as they always do. And yeah, just to get out of like the cauldron and the moaning and a bit of the misery that has surrounded Anfield at the minute, it'd be a refreshing change for the players.
Absolutely, I agree with that. And I think that'll give, again, that's the kind of thing the players will need, particularly off the back of that, having, you know, a selection of, you know, rabid Scousers and Liverpool fans at the game there, roaring us on. I think Hull are just in such a precarious position as well. When we saw it, you know, they didn't sell out their allocation at home for the Man United game. You know, in the semi-final, of the Cup was swathes of empty seats for that. I think, you know, I don't know what their fans expect from the season. New manager coming in, I think who is better than the Sky Sports pundits would have you believe, certainly. But, you know, they've just sold the best player. They are in the relegation zone for a reason. I think Liverpool feel a little bit more resurgent. Again, with this fan base behind us, should be enough to should be enough.
Should be enough.
It's
always there, that lingering doubt that we might just slip.
Well, we've got that.
We're like a broken-hearted girl into this new relationship.
It's fucking bullshit, isn't it? And I think the problem is, and these are always the hardest games to preview because of that, is because what more is there to say than this is a team in the relegation zone, we are a team in the top 4. If we want to be a team in the top 4, we have to go and beat the teams that are in the fucking relegation zone. But you're right, recent results have knocked us sideways, and then when recent results knock us sideways, all we can do is look back on fucking 27 years of every single time we've been like, right, this is something we've got to do. Oh, we fucking don't do it. I've had enough of it.
We need to just go and assert ourselves, and I'm fed up of, in some respects, of us. I know people don't like you saying it because it's almost like you should be polite, but I'm fed up of us going out and like respecting opponents. Go out there and just play our game. We're a team of talented footballers, and you know, I'm not like, I think you said it best on the final word before. I'm not that bothered what other teams think of us. We play brilliant football. We score loads of goals. Maybe the defence isn't the best. Maybe the goalie's got the odd howler in him. Every team's got that. Just go out there and just play.
Well, that's the thing. We've only got like 3 games this month. I think. You know, we've got a weekend off with the next round of the FA Cup's going to be. We've got all that to look forward to. You know what? I'll be honest.
Let's play Everton in a friendly.
Sound. You know what? Let's take a fucking breather, because I think we've established, and we'll be doing we've done the Reds transfer window roundup, so assessing the window, good and bad, where Liverpool have done right and done wrong, and whatever. It's on the redmentv.com. Do go and watch that. But, you know, we're entering into a period now. For me, this game is about us getting a result, because after this game, we're back to that nice, gentle routine of a fucking game a week, where we can prepare, we can make sure everyone's spot on, know exactly what they need to be doing. If we need to change the system, we've got time to train to work into a new system. Fucking groovy. So, you know, as much as I want us to go out there and do Hull, I think, again, going out there and just putting some more of these demons to rest that eat away at our brains and souls between matches would be fucking lovely. So yeah, you can get on that.
Just get our first win of the year as well, by the way. Can we not just do that?
Yeah.
We're into a new month.
February,
Dry January for Liverpool.
Dry January.
Where's the 3 points?
Trivia question time then. The last direct Liverpool-Hull transfer, as in permanent transfer, involved a player exchange, but who were the 2 players? We'll do the answer a little bit later on. It was a player exchange. One player went one way, the other player went the other way, named the 2 players. Simple as that. Before we move on, we're going to be discussing the starting 11. I will be doing the starting 11 this week. Yay! So tune in for that as well. But we're going to have a quick word from us, our sponsors. The Uncensored Match Build-Up Show is brought to you in association with Redmen TV merch. Buy it, you know, if you like Emre Can or Top Gun. If you hate those things, buy something else. Couldn't have said it better myself. We could, Lewis, fingers crossed, be full strength for this game for the first time since November. Could. Crossing fingers, crossing toes.
That gives me a little semi-on. No, I am ecstatic to hear that. You know what? We went into January thinking we need to have a replacement for Mane, and it hasn't come to fruition. So we've all been a bit miserable about that. To have him back, it's like, oh, the prodigal son's return. So that's a huge boost. I'm a fan of just buy any kind of player, bring someone in January to boost the team and boost the fans. getting Mane back is slightly like getting a new signing.
Don't
because
say- oh, he
we've
said it.
missed him. Don't say that. You don't like that
Signing Phil
term.
Coutinho on a long-term contract is like shining. But yeah,
It is when they're out that long, just they are so integral to scoring goals, and we haven't done that for a while.
It's just you're right. You're wrong, but you're right. You know, in that, in so much as it's not the same. But I get where you're coming from in that there is a lift to, for a start, Phil Coutinho being back, and hopefully now he's had enough game time. John, that's Coutinho back to a 90-minute level again. Mane, will he be 100% for this? Close, but you know there will be something. There will be a massive lift if Liverpool are capable of, and who knows, a lot can happen in training between now and then. God knows it does. If Liverpool line up at the weekend with what we class to be our full strength team, everyone is going to be fucking buzzing for that.
They are, and they should be, because it can be a great team. And I think Coutinho, I thought against Chelsea he was good in spells, but he had other spells where he was quite anonymous, and I think it was telling that he went off after 60 minutes. So I'll be hoping he's back to full fitness. If he isn't, I think if Mane starts, the boost of having him in the team and like the workload he gets to in terms of running, having Lallana back in midfield, it'll make his job easier. So we'll still look quite good. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That best team we've had is when Lallana's been in midfield and we've had Mane in the team, either up front or on the wing. So as soon as that's back in the team, I think we'll look back.
I
to
think
the
when
way
a
we
fullback sees Mane starting, they just go, oh shit, I am in for a
It'll be a
long
tough
90
evening.
minutes today.
Absolutely. Go on.
When we were playing so well early in the season, just the players actually looked happy playing football.
Yeah.
The joy's kind of gone out of it, and hopefully now that they're all the first choice players back together.
One way or other, it's been a slog, you know, and it shouldn't be a slog.
For us and them.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, exactly, and that's results, isn't it? And a lot of that is there'll be a lot of those players looking at each other, and I suspect it could have been alleviated by a couple of the fringe players performing a little bit better with the opportunities they were given.
Come out with
I think,
like,
you know, I think the kid, I don't know,
Trent.
none of this is on the kids at
Trent,
all, but I mean, I'm mainly talking like Origi, Sturridge, I think, and even Emre Can in that month. If they'd all just improve, just prove themselves a bit more, I think it would have been a breeze. But you're right, there was a lot of games of football in that month. And
2
when
months.
things aren't going, 2
So
months.
much
When
football.
things aren't going well for you, it is that it must feel like, oh God, we've got to go and do this again. Whereas right, hopefully now a little bit of clear space, a little bit of time to breathe and to think and to look around and again to plan, to prepare. It sounds pathetic because you know Liverpool again do spend a lot of money on players.
Yeah.
They have got a lot of money on wages. We've got good players, but you know
They're still human. They're still human.
Well, exactly, but it is what it is. You know,
it's telling that so many teams who play that just one game a week do so much better, the likes of Leicester and even Chelsea this season. And with other teams playing in the Champions League and UEFA Cup, hopefully we can capitalise on their.
It's no accident that all those teams, did drop a lot of points in the league in that start of the season when we were just grinding up. Us and Chelsea were just winning games because of exactly that. And now that we're entering into that period of the season, it's on us now.
Yeah.
There can be no more excuses because there are no more, we're not enough training time, not enough this and that. As the players get injured, I think we'll come back, people will look back on the January transfer window and go, that needed to be sorted. But as I say, we've now got a run of games now between now and the end of the season. This is the stretch. This is the home stretch now. We can look back, we know every game, we know what every opponent's going to be. We know all the opponents we're going to play. There's no random teams getting drawn out of a fucking hat that you've got to go up against. You can just line them up and go and just fucking tick them off, knock them down as you go along, and hopefully 3 points along the way. Is there any case for anyone else to be in this team? That we've it's not been it other than it. I mean, what I'm saying is it likely to be anyone other than the expected team? I.e., it'll be Wijnaldum over Chan. If everyone's fit, or would you go the other way around, or would you go fucking 2 up top, whatever? Anyone got any mad suggestions?
I remember a while ago, Chris said to me, this is when we were even playing well, and I was like, playing some of the best football, what do you reckon the starting 11 will be? And this was like mid-December, and he went, I actually want Klopp to change it up now. I want him to change from the 4-3-3 that we play to something else, as Chelsea changed their system. I would like to see us do something different. Let's see how we do with our best team. Yeah. But if teams are still coming and sitting back and countering us and still getting like corners and things in, we've got to look at changing it. For me, it's like Sturridge is kind of over the hill, and Origi's still got a couple of years to go. We need a striker in the prime, right? Like a 24 to 28-year-old striker who's just banging goals.
I feel like we may have missed the window for this.
I know. We wanted one of them to step up. We thought Sturridge still had it, and we thought Origi could do it, and they've both flopped.
Yeah.
So
my main thing is I just want to see Lallana back in midfield. I think he won that award to being England's best player, and I think really he's played deservedly, but he's played himself into form by being great for us in that midfield role, and that's where he does his best work. So if we get him back, and then I quite like seeing Mane up top as well. I know he starts on the wing, but I actually quite like seeing him in the air. Yeah.
Well, the fluidity, isn't it? A return to fluidity, Jay, would be splendid.
Splendid indeed. Couldn't say it better. Than
Who's going to be the key man for you then, Joe?
Coutinho.
That's what I was going to go with. Well, that's fine.
Psych. I don't think he was very quiet yesterday, but he's been building slowly.
Yeah.
And it's about time he takes the game by the scruff of its neck again.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be Mane. I'll actually be what day is it? The game? It's on the 4th.
Saturday.
I feel like he'll come off the bench. I would love to see him start, but I feel like Mane will come off the bench. So I'm gonna have to say Coutinho.
Okay.
I think it'll be a weird one. I think it'll be like a Matip. We'll get an header, so I'll go with Matip.
You've found out.
Left field.
Remember, my last key man was Clavan, and then he absolutely had a worldie, and then and I was like, oh God, I should be on Sky Sports. Somebody else at the box ones. I think Klein is due like a Glenn Johnson-esque left-footed goal. You know? And if this comes off, lads, may sign me up. But I'm going to say Klein to start getting around the fullbacks a bit more, because he gets up the wing, and you can never fault Klein. He's so consistently good. But I just want to see him beating a man a bit more, or just cutting inside and knocking it off. So. Yeah, I'm going to go outside the box because it's too safe.
Just like Klein.
To be just like Klein. To be fair, no, I fully agree with the Coutinho one. Is that you're right? I think he's been quiet, and I think it's no accident that like anything our forward line, everything about what we've been doing so well is just not as good when it's not the first choice players.
It's mechanical now.
Yeah, and I think for Coutinho, I think he's been playing a bit safe since he's come back as well. We've been trying to nurse him back into full fitness. I want to see him back to that flat track bully that he's been this season, which he hasn't been in any season prior to this one, where I want to see him turn up, I want to see him absolutely tear them to pieces. 1-2s with Firmino all day long, one of them scoring goals and assists, fucking jizzing goals and assists.
Just so smooth, and he just turns, his touch is class. He's one of very few players, him and Lallana, you can give the ball to them under any amount of pressure, and you just see them emerge from this scramble of 4 players with the ball going, oh, right, guys, who wants
having them, fellas?
Just checking over his shoulder and knocking it off.
Score predictions, Jay, what are you going for?
I'll take a safe 2-0.
A safe 2-0.
I'll take a rambunctious 3-0.
A rambunctious 3-0.
I think 3-1. We can always concede. Liverpool can always concede. That's the thing. But just who are Hull? Like, could you actually name their starting 11?
No, not at the minute. Seeing as they've just sold out.
Not Snodgrass.
Snodgrass. So you know what? Maguire or Davies. That could be any bloke who you passed on.
I think they will give us a good game. To be honest, I think they'll be up for it. But
I think it's about how these games are won. It's a race to 2-0.
Yeah.
You know, because Liverpool have proven that 1-0's not a great position for us to be in. But, you know, provided we don't concede any early stupid goals and we can get a goal ourselves, I think we could go on and have a good game in this. I would like to see, I'm happy for it to be a development curve, just to go up. So I'll take it 2-0.
When's the last time we even won 2-0?
No,
can't think of it.
No idea. And there's also no way of knowing. So I wouldn't worry about it.
I was worried for
I mean, wait till Klein
think on the internet,
left-footed in and up for the third.
I was worried when you said at 1-0, you know, we've seen Liverpool have 1-0 and go out. We've seen them be 3-1 up and lose that as well.
yeah, to be fair.
The first goal's so key for us because when that team sits back, you're just waiting to be counted again. So get that first goal. And
yeah, this is the thing. This is what I was saying earlier. This is where teams in the relegation, they've got all the fight. They've got to fight. They've got to battle. They've got a new manager. They've got to scrap for him. we just need to put these teams in the. It's so obvious again. This is annoying. It's cliche.
Just hit the target.
Natural, hit the target. Score some fucking goals. Win some football matches.
Don't just show up for like the big games like Chelsea. Exactly. That's something you can level at.
Listen, here's the thing, John. If we can't, you can lose any game of football. What we need to really say is let's regain our base level of putting more effort in and physically roughing the opposition up and trusting that the result will come off the back of that. That's where we need to get back to. The result doesn't come first, the performance comes first. We need to just get back to our level, and I think the performances will start to come. So that's why, again, it's not important to me that we go out and murder Hull everywhere. You know what I mean? It's important that I see the lads go out there, kill themselves for the shirt, and again, whether it's a 1-0 or a 2-1 or whatever, I genuinely don't care. Get the 3 points by being more aggressive and more hungry for the win than them. So your question then was, the last Liverpool Hull direct transfer was a player exchange. Who were the two players?
I was going to say something like Nick Barmby or something, but no.
I was going to say Tom Ince, and then I realised that's just because Blackpool were playing Orange as well. But
he did play for Hull
as well.
I don't know. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
the three worst people possibly to answer.
Yeah. Okay. What?
Elzar.
No.
He's not.
Okay. Funny. I think both of these have come up in answers in recent weeks. One of them was a Scouse centre midfielder.
John Welsh.
John Welsh.
He went to my school.
Brilliant.
Not that I knew him at all.
And the player that came the other way, winger, probably didn't. I don't think he really played much senior football for us, if any. English.
You watch all the 23s, Lou. You should know this.
I don't watch Hull under 23s. That's the one thing you can say about me. I wouldn't have a clue.
Paul Anderson.
Paul Anderson.
No.
He played in our youth team, right?
He did play for our youth
team. Did he play senior?
It looked really promising. It was him and the Jack Hobbs.
Don't they all look really promising though?
Yeah, everyone does.
Jack Hobbs, yeah.
Absolutely. So if you got that right, well done. If you haven't done so already, of course, click the Redmen TV logo on the screen to subscribe. We will be here, of course, every single day of our lives, because it's what we do. The RedmenTV.com, Reds transfer window roundup is an amazing show, just wrapping up everything that happened, for the good and the bad, getting some serious discussion into whether the owners are back in Liverpool enough and whether we've made the right decision in not bringing anyone in. Brilliant, completely free for the first month. Go and check it out. Obviously buy some merchandise as well, because the advert surely sold you on that. And we'll be back post. In fact, we'll be in live actually for the whole game, and then the usual raft of post-match content. Cheers.